Tap your neighbor on the shoulder and say, extraordinary. That is what our text is going to revolve around. Jesus doing something extraordinary. I mean, completely out of the ordinary. And when Jesus sets you up to do something extraordinary, all he wants you to keep on your mind is that he is God. Because I promise you, the situation or the circumstance is not going to be easy for you. So somewhere in the back of your mind, in the crevices of your memory banks, you got to remember that God is God. And no matter what you will ever face in life, there's nothing that you will face that you and God cannot handle. Just touch the neighbor on the shoulder. Say, he's my God too. Such then is the case in point of the text. Let's look at the text. Now it came to pass on a certain day that he went into a ship with his disciples. He called them out of the multitude and said, you guys come with me. He goes into a ship with his disciples, and he says unto them, let us go over unto the other side of the lake. Now let's just park here for a moment, because this is another good observation. That he says to them, let us go over unto the other side of the lake. Now that says to us that there comes a time in your life when you will walk with the Lord at his invitation. It's in the text. They didn't take a parliamentary vote and decide to go. None of the apostles had a dream the night before that said, hail all ye, rise and go to the other side. No. Jesus called them. He invited them to a closer relationship with him. Let's say it another way. The Lord will design certain experiences in your life that will cause you and motivate you to walk closer to him. You don't have to ask for them. You don't have to brownie point your way. He will order your steps in such a way that you'll have to move up to be closer. Who am I talking to in here today? He will design certain experiences that will open up doors for you to go to another level in God. He will design them. Now the wonderful thing about God is that he often designs them without having any conversation with you. See, I got a few honest folk who gonna tell the truth like me. Some of the stuff that I have experienced in my life and some things that I'm experiencing right now, if I had my choice, oh, y'all ought to be honest and tell the truth. You don't like every avenue the Lord places you on. You don't like every pathway he makes you walk. It's something about God if he would just discuss it. And this is one of those times. He says to them, let us go over unto the other side. First point. If you're going to go to another place, point one, you must move at the right time. You have people who want to go with God, but it's not your time. You need to stay where you are until God fortifies you. Because your next level is going to mean you're going to have more faith, more courage, more stamina, more strength. Some of you move at the wrong time. But when you hear his voice and he summons you to come and go, it's the right time. And the disciples did not discuss what was on the other side. It's not in the text where they had big arguments as to who gonna man the ship to get us to the other side. They didn't go on a 3-day fast to make sure God was speaking to them. But when the master said, now let us go over unto the other side, the apostles immediately got on the ship. You must be willing to move with God when you hear God's voice. And sometimes he'll tell you to move and won't tell your prayer partner to move. Sometimes he'll tell you to go and won't tell your best friend to go. So you must be willing to move with God when God speaks to you. Some of us get in trouble because we sense God calling us to new levels, but we want to drag everybody with us. You've got to learn how to go with God by yourself. What the Lord is getting ready to do for you, he don't want you to have a whole entourage behind you. Some blessings are especially made for you. Slap your neighbor 5 and say, this one's for me. Lord, have mercy. See, some of you won't get selfish with God. But I've grown to a place in my life where I can get real selfish with God. Yes, I want him to bless you. Yes, I want him to help you. Yes, I want you to go through. Yes, I want you to see God. Yes, I want you to move to the next level. But if I got to make a choice, see, some of you just, you mean you would give up what God has for you? Because if it's my time, it's my time. That means you got a time coming. So I got to move while it is, somebody say, my time. You've got to be willing to move. And you've got to move when and where God tells you to move. You must have confidence that God is in control. Moving to new levels in God is really a faith thing. Jesus, help me. I mean, when you make up your mind that you have been long enough in this place and you sense God telling you to come up higher, move closer to me, it's really a faith thing. And nobody moves in faith. Nobody grows in God without some kind of pain. Lord, help me. If you think you're going to go to another level in God and it's going to be hunky-dunky-dory and everything is just going to move out your way, move, mountain, move, and you're just going to sail. It don't happen like that. The enemy don't even get interested in you till you get to a certain level. Some of you talking about struggling. Sit. Y'all ain't really struggling. Some of you talking about going through. You ain't really going through. You haven't felt going through yet. Just because somebody talking about you, just because your little job application was turned down, just because you don't have that Mercedes or BMW you drive, that ain't going through. Let me tell you what going through is. Going through is when every area of your life is attacked at the same time. Then you talk to me. Glory be to God.